This weekend in a retreat of 14 people, 3 students shared that they have battled with substance abuse and have attempted to take their own life. As undocumented people, there is a heavy weight that we carry, and sometimes that weight can be too much to bear. We know that not every undocumented student has suffered from depression, but we have to acknowledge that it exists. We have to be able to create safe spaces for us to be able to talk to each other about what we're dealing with, what we're experiencing, what we're going through, so that we are able to collectively heal from this pain.
Hi, my name is Yanelli Hernandez, and I attend Valley College, and I am undocumented and unafraid. When I was 9 years old, my parents decided to bring me to this country, and they decided to bring my older brother with a visa, so he passed through airplane. They decided to bring me and my little sister with a coyote. What they didn't know is that they didn't know who was bringing me. They didn't know who they were. They dropped me off at this house. In the house, it was 9 girls. I was the oldest one. And in the house, it was a lady and her 2 sons. Her 2 sons, they were about in high school at the moment. The night when we were supposed to go to sleep, the sons started trying to take advantage of my sister and try to take advantage of other girls. So instead of him taking advantage of my sister, I let him take advantage of me. I didn't tell anybody what happened, and I don't like to recall it. I think of it somehow as a dream, just blurry. I didn't think anything of it until I started growing up, and my first encounter with a guy kind of brought flashbacks of it, and that's when I started feeling like not feeling anything. What triggered my depression was when I found out that being undocumented in this country meant that I didn't have a future. That triggered me not feeling anything. I didn't feel sadness. I didn't feel happiness. I don't feel anything. When I fall into depression, I just don't feel. And by not feeling, I just don't want to live. Because what's the point of living if you're not feeling anything? People could tell me that I should be happy. They could tell me that there's nothing wrong. But constant reminder of things in my head keep me from being happy, keep me from being joyful. And I've gotten to the point where I've tried hurting myself a couple times. I've tried to overdose myself. I've tried to cut myself. I've tried to take medicine and take alcohol at the same time, which, as you can see, I haven't been successful. And every day is a struggle. Every day I don't feel anything. Sometimes it's sad to say, but sometimes I fake being happy. I fake smiling. I fake something as simple as giving my boyfriend a kiss. And it's sad because I feel like a robot. Someone that doesn't feel anything. But at the end of the day, I realized that ending my life wasn't gonna solve anything. It's come to the point where I don't do drugs anymore. I don't drink anymore. And I feel too much. I sometimes I just feel happiness and I feel sadness at the same time, and I don't like it. I don't know how to react to things, but I've come to the conclusion that I'd rather have that than not have any feelings at all. Because not having any feelings makes me feel like I just want to die. I've dealt with this since I was 9. Since the day my parents brought me to this country. I hadn't talked to anybody about it. I thought I was alone. But getting to know a lot of people in this movement, I realized that I'm not the only one that's going through this. I'm not And for anybody that listens to this or they're going through this, you're not alone. The thing that could help you the most, and it's helped me, is talk about it. I had never told anybody what happened to me. I hadn't told my own parents. I hadn't told anybody. And when I first talked about it and I started telling people, it hasn't cured it, but it makes it that much better. Sometimes when I feel anxious and I feel it coming, it's something, it's so weird. It's kind of like if time stops and you can't breathe and you just don't want to keep on breathing. But when I talk about it, I could breathe again. And every day it's a struggle. Every day I struggle with myself. Little fights make me want to cut myself, inflict some pain on myself. But I've learned to handle it day by day. With us, people that suffer this, we have to take it day by day and just talk to people about it. And if you can't take it, just try to get someone. Tell someone, and don't do anything to hurt yourself. Don't do it, because that's the easy way out. And even though it seems like the easiest and best way, at the end of the day you're gonna be left with nothing. Sometimes it's better to feel some pain than not feel anything at all.
My name is Alex Aldana. I'm undocumented and unafraid, queer and unashamed. I'm originally from Guadalajara, Mexico. I'm an immigrant in this country, and I grew up in the Coachella Valley. When I went through depression, again dealing with my legal status, I definitely went for the easy way out, as many other people do. Do using drugs and alcohol. I definitely fell into something really, really hardcore that is affecting my community, and it was crystal meth. At first, I thought it was just a drug that will keep me numb of my pain, of my struggle. After graduating, it was right after I graduated when I had no hope. I had no information. I didn't know what an AB 540 student was. And to me, I was just like, okay, what's out there to do? How do I cope with these feelings? And going to crystal meth, it's something that I experienced due to the lack of motivation. I didn't have a support system. I didn't have friends that will tell me like, quit doing it, go back to school, or it's time for you to find another hobby or find new friends. I definitely felt isolated in the community, and it took me a while. It's definitely one of the worst experiences in my life when it comes to drugs, and it connects to my struggle and the way I got out of it. It was really difficult. It was a difficult process, and again, like dealing with substance use, it also enhances depression, and also suicide attempts. To me, I felt like I was really worthless. Like I hit rock bottom, and I realized that there is a million other things that a person could do other than crystal meth, and finding help, finding friends, talking about things got me out of my shadows doing drugs. So definitely something that I encourage when it comes to mental health. Let's just destigmatize it. We're not crazy. It's something that everybody goes through. Just talk about it. Find a friend, find a support group, find family, and it's better to let it out.
My name is Nico Gonzalez. I'm from Chicago, Illinois. So when I was going through some issues, some depression issues, this past year, it's something that has been happening since I was in high school, where, like knowing that my opportunities and the things that I was really wanting, I couldn't have those things, and from the simplest things, and so like over the time and after my mom passed away, like, and then last year I went through some stuff that, like I lost it and I felt confused. I felt like I had no one. Losing a loved one is always something that is really hard, whether, it's they die or people leave. We suffer from that lack of love that we were so accustomed to, that, like with me, definitely going through all these emotions, knowing that things were ending, and not really knowing where I was going, or what I was gonna do next. You know, and just feeling lost and confused and not care. I just totally went through a phase where I just didn't care about anything. Um, I just I drank, and I was just like, you know, I'm done with everything. Like I'm done. Like, what is all this work that I'm doing? Like, what is it doing for me? Or like, how am I benefiting from all this drama and all this craziness? And definitely just like going back and remembering, it's hard just because it's like a painful time in my life, and you know, it just all these emotions and all these things came to me, like one thing led to the next. You know, I losing someone that I loved, then like thinking about my mom passed, that she's not here with me anymore, that she passed away. My grandfather had just passed away as well, and like just knowing that like everything is going wrong, like with the outside world, and then just like feeling really down. You know, and then I tried, you know, cutting my wrist. I just remember waking up in the hospital and having stitches in my arm. But definitely it's a learning experience, and you know, I really think that I've like exhausted all my chances of committing suicide, just because I know that I'm here for a reason. You know, being in the hospital for a week, that definitely taught me a lesson that, you know, like very valuable, that I think that nothing, not going to school or anything could have like um, made that experience something that I'm always going to remember, and that I know I don't want to look back to, and I don't want to go back to that, just because it's painful. And you know, being there and just being locked away, and like being with people who are actually have mental problems, you know, like being in that atmosphere just, you know, put me in reality that, you know, I am good, that I'm fine, that, you know, this was just the phase that I was going through, and that, you know, I'm really happy that I am part of the immigrant youth movement, and that, you know, we have this network of people that we've met that we can now talk to. And you know, I feel that like definitely talking with one another is something that has been really helpful for me, coming into terms that that's definitely an experience that I went through, and that I definitely learned from, and that, you know, we just have to continue going and talking to people, and knowing that we're not alone.
Yanelli is a student that is currently in detention and has attempted to take her own life twice. She is scheduled to be deported by Tuesday. You can help Yanelli by signing a petition on her behalf, saying that you want her to be released and you would like her to receive treatment instead of being deported. This is a time when she needs our help, just like many of other students have needed our help before they have turned to suicide.
Yanelli, I've heard about your story, and it hurts to know that you try to do that. And for other people, it seems so easy. Life seems so easy and so carefree. And I cannot say that I know how you feel, because I'm not in your situation. But I just want you to know that you're not alone. There's a lot of people rooting for you. A lot of people trying to help you out. There's a lot of people thinking of you. I see your picture every day. And I just want you to know that you're not alone. So whenever you want to hurt yourself or you want to try anything, you're not alone. You might feel alone in there, but you're not. Trust me, a lot of people have your back right here. So just hang in there, and hopefully one day you be out and you be good, and just don't, that's not the way out.
We have to realize that we're not alone, and you know, just like with what's happening with Yanelli, we have a network of people now nationally working in trying to get her out of that detention center. I hope that if you're watching this video, you know that you're not alone, and you know, you have to join us and get Yanelli out of the detention center as soon as we can.
It's something that definitely has to be solved outside of a detention center. Multiple attempts, you know, like for suicide in her case, I think it's unnecessary. I think a detention center is not only afflicting her situation, it's inspiring her to do this work, you know. And when it comes to undocumented youth, we're here to, you know, to stay alive and to stay, you know, to stay healthy.
My name is Imelda Plasencia. I'm from La Puente, California, and I am in solidarity with Yanelli.
My name is Jesus Barrios. I'm from Pomona, California, and I'm in solidarity with Yanelli.
Hi, my name is Mitzi Perez, and I am in solidarity with Yanelli.
I am Francisco Ortega. I am from Rialto, California, and I stand in solidarity with Yanelli. Hi, my name is Claudia Alvarado and I am in solidarity with Yanelli.
I'm Eric Martinez. I am from Dallas, Texas, and I stand in solidarity with Yanelli.
Hello, my name is Andrea Ortega. I'm from Fontana, California, and I am in solidarity with Yanelli.
Hi, my name is Luis Suarez. I am from Ontario, California, and I am in solidarity with Yanelli.
I'm Lauren Barrios from Pomona, California, and I stand in solidarity with Yanelli.
My name is Yanelli Hernandez. I am from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and I stand in solidarity with Yanelli.
My name is Nico Gonzalez. I'm from Chicago, Illinois, and I'm in solidarity with Yanelli.
My name is Alex Saldana. I'm undocumented and unashamed, queer and unafraid. I live in the Coachella Valley, and I'm in solidarity with Yanelli.
My name is Stephanie Hernandez. I am from Colton. I attend Valley College, and I am in solidarity with Yanelli.
Today, January 30th, we are recognizing as Undocumented Mental Health Day. Let's honor Yanelli by making a phone call, signing her petition, so that she can be released, return to her family, and start the healing process.